Alright, yo. Yo. Okay. Would appear we are live. I'm going to do this, switch over to here. Get my pop-up chat ready. Live chat. Exit out. Okay. Let's go here, let everybody on Discord know. Should probably do to right there. At I should probably send. Hey Brick, welcome in. I should probably send the YouTube link in Discord chat. Let's give a moment or so for chat to enter. No face cam today, BT dubs. Share, copy link, that, Control V, boom. Alright, Discord's going away now. Out of ideas, welcome. Which one is that? I need that in. Hello, everyone. Today we are doing more Nerf tier lists because this is actually how I have fun here. We'll do multiple. We might do other Nerf related contents, but today is going to be on blaster brands. This is going to include many different blaster brands on here. I believe most of these are correct on here. There might be missing one or two that I don't know on there. Standard tiers S through F, and the question mark one for in case if I haven't heard of it or don't know enough about it. That's what it's going to be. Welcome in CSG 21, Out of Ideas, and Bricko. Dang, we got a full lobby today. So let's get ourselves started. Is there a way that I could shuffle these? I thought there was a shuffle button. Apparently not. So then we'll just start up here. Nerf AccuStrike. Quite honestly, this was a weird sub-series. Didn't release a whole lot of blasters. The main drive of this whole series was the new AccuStrike darts being more accurate than regular elite darts and stuff, and I can see why they had to push some blasters out to help promote that instead of just darts and stuff, but most of the blasters are still simple elite blasters. I think the only one that's really different is like the Stratohawk. I think that was an upgraded Rapid Strike, if I recall. But besides that, it's not really interesting concept for the darts and stuff on that one. I think AccuStrike is going to start off on a basic C. What do we think, chat? This time I'm going to be driving and giving my opinions on each series, but I am going to allow chat now to give their opinions afterwards as well. So, chat, what do we think of AccuStrike series in C? Anybody? We got 3 of you. Aki Strike C question mark. I'll type it out to you. Aki Strike and C B. You think that it really deserved that far up in there? Okay. B tier from Brick. I might come back to that because I might want to hear some reasoning behind that Brick. It's, quite honestly, I don't know if it offered that much more. Yes, it gave us better darts, but still. Darts and the blaster combined. Falcon Fire? Oh. Okay. Was probably the best blaster, one of the best blasters to come out of there. I could probably agree with that. I still think the AccuTrooper and Stratohawk were better. But, interesting reasoning. We'll move on to Air Warriors now. This line by Busby. I've only heard a whole lot about, I haven't reviewed a whole lot of Air Warriors specific blasters. Air Warriors is hit or miss. I've had a lot of misses. I've had a few hits, especially with some of the blasters that I reviewed in a process of reviewing or have reviewed. It is still Busby. I think Busby in some cases is a lot worse than Nerf. They have hit or miss onto this one. Chad, I'm going to ask for help on this one. Would you can make a spam mod with it? Okay. Chat, I'm going to ask for a little bit of help here with Air Warriors. Would you give this Air Warriors any mercy? Because I'm thinking about chucking it in D tier, to be honest. With it, the darts that came out for Air Warriors, except for the Air Pocket Technology darts, which I just reviewed with a blaster, are actually fairly decent. The long distance darts and suction cup darts are kind of trash. Most of B for Busby. Okay. You think that it's better than Aki's? We'll come back to that because I might have to move Aki Strike up on that one. No way, all of Air Warriors is better than Aki Strike. Alien Menace. This line kind of fell off. It had some cool blasters, but I think a lot of them weren't really that great or that practical in this one. I think this is probably a D tier, unless if Chad agreed that it's an F. Alpha 72 Sentinel and the 2010 Busby stuff is great. Okay. But I mean, they also released just as many bad blasters, like a Tech 3, Pixelator. All of those stuff were also bad. I think the number of bad blasters in Busby equals the number of good blasters in Busby as well. At least in Air Warriors. Okay. Fair point. Alien Menace. What do we think about that in D? I think that's a D tier. Wait. Because Alien Menace, if I recall, there was like 2, maybe 3 blasters in there. None of them were outstanding, really. I will let Brick finish out that one, but I'm going to move on from that one. Alpha Strike, I think, is our first F tier. Cheap plastic, cheap line. I get what they were trying to do with this, but the execution was horrible. The flight, we don't want to talk about that. A lot of the other blasters just weren't good out of Alpha Strike. I think that this line really just failed in all counts. I think this is our first easy F tier. Chat, it's literally just me and Brick here. What happened to everybody? So Alpha Strike's, I think, going in F, unless chat says otherwise. I'm going to move at a little bit faster pace, chat, and I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later. Dart Tag. Dart Tag is legendary, dude. A or S, probably S. For that time period, dude, wicked cool. Wicked cool blasters for that. I so want to get my hands back on the Dart Tag blaster. Most modern blasters will outdo them, but they're still... This was such a cool line. Dart Tag and F, yeah. And Alpha Strike definitely in that. Welcome back, Out of Ideas. Dart Tech. What the heck is Dart Tech? Chat, I'm gonna wait for you guys for this one, because I'm about to put this one in question mark. It's gonna wait here in question mark. Somebody explain what Dart Tech was. Australian Blaster Company. Oh. And I probably never heard of it. Dude, did you literally, Out of Ideas, did you just say Flight was a decent blaster? It is not a decent, it's an absolute terrible blaster, dude. I can excuse the Hammer Storm, maybe the Fang, but the Flight is absolute garbage, dude. Absolute garbage. There's literally no saving the Flight. Non-existent for yours? What? I call cap, dude. You know how many people have actually used the Flight and had mag issues with it? Alright. I'm gonna leave that one to you. I don't know what this one is. Ball STX on this one. That's going in a question mark because I don't know what that is. Brand new on clearance 2 years ago, and there's no issue on your... I mean, I bought my brand new from Dollar General as well, but like there's so many people that have had so many issues with it, and I don't think that it's gotten better from like factory line to factory line. I really don't want to I really don't want to go over the Flight, dude. I mean, if you don't have an issue with yours, maybe you got lucky, but it's really not a decent blaster. Just use a Strife, or even a Storm Charge is better. So chat, do we even know what this one is that's down here in the question mark? This ball sticks, whatever this company is. I don't think I know either. I'll give y'all time to respond. Dino Squad. That's an interesting one. That was a quirky series, but I think that they were actually alright, most of the blasters. There's definitely way better options out there, but still quirkiness out there. I'll give Dino Squad a B. What that ball thing is? Okay. I'm gonna give Dino Squad a B. Doomland. Oh god. Doomland. Yeah, I know I joke all the time that like you get minus points if you actually own a Doomlands blaster. I think Negotiator, Persuader, Lawbringer, I think those ones are fairly decent. Maybe the Vagabond, but they're all basically about the same thing except for maybe the Vagabond. The Judge is a nice quirky blaster, but all the other ones are just like the long arm. Yeah. The Desolator is garbage. I hate that thing. I can't think of other blasters in that one. I just don't think that it's a good one. Is it Alpha Strike level bad? I don't think so. I'm gonna put Doomlands in D, but it's still really not a good blaster line. Ballistic Ops, I believe, is Busby's or Dart's or old rival brand thing. Alright. The only bad one is Double Dealer. I can argue that Double Dealer was bad, but I don't think some of the other ones are. I mean, a lot of them are just hammer shot reskins, or just like longer hammer shots or shorter hammer shots. On that one, Desolator is just a cramped, longer, untactical strife, basically. But that one, I can't really give credit to Doomlands. I'm sorry. Is that Dragon Power? What the heck is this? Are these like your collab? What? What are they? Some of these series, dude. I don't know what that one is. Dart Zone Max. That is Pro and Pro Max. Oof. Oof. Now we're throwing Dart Zone in here. Interesting. And you even separated Pro and Max. Yikes. Some of them are Pro Max though too. And some of them are Pro X and Max X. So I think quite honestly these should have just been grouped together, but that's a tough one. I'm going to just for now group both of them in B tier until we can really get that one. I've never had a problem with the Desolator. Group isn't for everyone, but there's nothing really inherently wrong with it. True. So yeah, Dirt Zone Max and Pro I'm gonna group as the same, really. That was a weird one to really change. I'm not familiar with each blaster's like definitive definition, because I believe some of them are Dirt Zone Pro Max as some of them, and some of them are just Pro, some of them are just Max. There's Pro Max X. It's a whole conglomeration of stuff, so I think just together with that, I think that it's B tier. Also Dart Zone as a whole, I'm a sucker for Dart Zone, but there have been some bad blaster out of Dart Zone, but with my foreknowledge, out of everything Dart Zone, even like some Dart Zone Adventure Force, Dart Zone Pro, Dart Zone Max, I think they offer a lot of good blasters and variety of blasters on the market. They do have a lot of garbage blasters, but they have a lot of good blasters too. They also have a lot of good darts too. That's the main thing as well. I'm personally gonna put this in A tier just with the overall. I might slide this down to B tier. That just might be me. Check back in with chat here. Out of idea, yes, Berka. Huh. I know I moved a little bit fast, chat. I know some of you are actually typing, so I will wait a little bit. What have we thought about the placements of dart zones, y'all? I'll let y'all get to that. Nerf Elite, and this is the old Elite series because I added the Elite 2.0. The old Elite series, boom, S tier, dude. That's like one of the standards of today. Of most Nerf blasters, that's what we really compare everything to, is Nerf Elite. Fortnite, Nerf Fortnite, interesting. This one's also a tough one because they actually had some alright blasters, but a lot of Fortnite blasters are pretty much what's already being offered on the market. Not really direct clones, but a lot of them are just, you can get the same thing. You're paying a lot for the Fortnite logo. So I think C tier in that one. It's not completely horrible. Why the Elite 2.0 logo but without the Elite 2.0? That's what I said when I first looked at that as well. Nerf Halo. Did they have enough Halo blasters to really make it the whole series? I feel like they're just adding every single collaboration Nerf has ever done. Give me 1 sec. I am back, chat. Sorry about that. Yeah. That's what I was wondering. Alright, let's get back into the Halo. So Halo, I don't think that there's enough blasters in the line to really make a definitive one of this. I'm actually going to put this in question mark for right now. I think that one was an unfair one to throw in here. Nerf Hyper. Ooh, I don't know much about this series. On this one, chat, you want to give in your opinions on Nerf Hyper. For me, on this one, I still would rather use Rival, but these ones were mediocre. Hyper is D or F tier. Okay. Hyper, we're gonna put that in there. I think Alpha Strike is worse than Nerf Hyper, honestly. If I'm recalling these correct. This one's really that well. Icon series, F. They failed at the Icon series. Great for the nostalgia. Everything else though, not really. They didn't really improve upon any of the Icon series blaster on this one. Mega XL, solid B if not A tier on this one. Good gimmicky blasters that barely ever jam. It's just fun to just shoot a extra large dart through the air. All of this. I think that it's really, really fun. Oops, I get back to the right screen here. Mega XL, I'll probably come back to that one as well. I'm gonna give it an absolute solid B tier, if not higher on that one. Nerf Mega, in general, while it's a niche series, if we want talking about like Nerf War capabilities, but Mega is fun. Some game types can value Mega Darts and stuff. I think that the series as a whole, like, changed Nerf a little bit. Definitely racked in some money for Hasbro at the time of the launch. It's just fun sometimes to run around and shoot a larger than average Nerf dart. I think that it's fun. A lot of the blasters are pretty cool, while some of them are repeats of each other. I think a lot of them are very unique. The Mastodon, while it was unique, Cyclone Shock, Roto Fury, Twin Shock was a good one as well. Their Mega AccuStrike had some decent blasters too. I think the original was alright. But yeah, I think Mega. Tell you what, I'm gonna move Mega and Mega XL into A tier. Solid blasters. No, we lost Brick. Okay. He'll probably be back, or he can watch it on replay. Microshot yet? Is Microshots really that much of a series? Well, okay, Microshots basically are just Jolt reskins, but they're literally collaborating with a lot of these other series. Is the thing. This is also another one that I don't think is fair to put on here, even though there's a lot of Microshots. Unless if you disagree, chat, I'm gonna put this in F. Honestly, Minecraft. Now, I have heard some people praise some of the Minecraft blasters, and I forget which ones. Like, there was one that I wanted to check out. I normally avoid Minecraft blasters altogether. I thought that they were generally pretty horrible, but I heard of at least one that was really, really good, and or at least decent, and I can't think of which one. So, could be an interesting series on that one. I'm gonna put it in C, and see what we can do. Objectively or F. Okay, I can agree with. Yeah, that would leave that in F. Nerf Modulus. I think Modulus series. It's still an S tier, and that one is basically expansion upon Elite. Like the original Modulus, there were some good ones in there. There were some bad ones in there, like the Battle Scout and the Ion Fire. But let's not talk about those. But wait, no, did they actually make a Modulus Battle Scout? I think they, or was that? Am I tripping? I'm probably tripping, but whatever. They made some alright blaster too, but they made some good ones as well. I like Modulus as well. Enforce. What is Enforce? Is it that like their melee line of melee toys? Had to get some water real quick, but yeah, I don't remember what Enforce is. I think it's their line of. Roger, welcome in. It's D, maybe F. Enforce is melee. Okay, swords. I think you would be into, because you're somewhat of a melee guy. Yes, but I actually haven't touched any of the like Nerf melee stuff actually in real life, besides maybe a Vendetta sword, if that was a long time ago. This is actually an interesting one because we're comparing melee to blasters now, but still, I'm gonna put it to be a solid option to have. What the heck is this Nerf? Is this Nerf Junior? What is this? Until you guys can tell me what this one is, I'm gonna leave it in question mark. Vintage. Okay. A tier. Some of the vintage stuff was actually fairly decent. What is this Nerf logo? Why is there this Nerf? What does that mean? Because there's End Strike. What is this Nerf logo? That's also in question mark. 2020 Nerf. Oh my word. We're gonna leave that in question mark because that's kind of an unfair one to do. Nerf Pro. Ooh. Ooh. This is one that I have to speculate based off of videos and stuff that I've watched because I actually haven't reviewed any Nerf Pro blasters, but I have used some of their darts in my high-powered blasters. So Nerf Pro, let's talk about the darts real quick because I recently also got the Nerf Pro AccuStrike darts to test. To me, really, Nerf Pro darts are like the short dart version of Elite darts. They kind of suck, honestly, especially unless you're using them in Pro blasters. Not overly accurate and have low firing arcs, weird velocity counts with that one. And some of the blasters, there's some good blasters in there, but there are also some bad blasters in there as well. And that one, as far as what I've heard, like the Torrent. Nerf Pro is a solid D, problematic, but it Death of Elite, Rise of Elite 2.0. Nerf Pro is C. Nerf Pro is D. That's a bit harsh. I'm sure Hasbro has at least learning slightly. One would think the Strife was great. Torrent was fine, but the Sender was pretty bad. Yeah, I would agree with that of ideas on this one, Roger. I think you got those backwards. I think the Sender was okay. I'm not saying Sender was great, but Torrent was pretty bad, though. Here's also the thing, though. I tried to also compare it to what else is in D tier. I'll keep it in C for now. I'll come back to it. Overwatch. This is also another one that's really not fair to put in, just like the Halo one. I'm going to put this in question mark because I don't think that there's a large enough sample size to really count this as an entire series in there. So I'm going to put that in question mark because I really don't want to rank that based off of like 3 blasters. Rebel. More stuff that I really don't know about, but Rebel is alright, C tier. It's alright. Nerf Rival, bro. Definitely S tier. Robo. Like, check in with chat. It's tacky, head's tacky, but that Roblox is so bad. F for sure. Yeah, I would probably agree with that. There's a lot of Roblox blasters. Now, this one is a series just like Fortnite that has enough blasters that I can review as a series. And yeah, it's F tier. Horrible blasters, dude. Original and Strike ones. I am actually going to put this in S tier. And this one, Original and Strike has actually impressed me as of lately. Blast. People have proved me wrong with the Maverick and stuff. Just the mod potential on that one. There was just some good blasters back in the day. Recon. We don't want to talk about my Recon that shot like 30 FPS. I don't want to talk about that. I love the Stampede. There's a whole lot of blasters that were good back in the day. As of the blaster that I reviewed, like the Element and the Night Finder shot at like 68 feet per second. I was like, dude, that's impressive. There's also some other blasters that are just impressive, and I used to think N-Strike was absolute garbage, but no, it's been rearing its little head back in here. I don't think that it's quite as good as Elite in stock form. If you mod an N-Strike blaster, you can make them beasts of that one, but N-Strike, definitely legendary. A Recon that shot 30 FPS. I might have exaggerated over that, but I bought a used Recon, and I don't know what... I've had a Recon twice in my life. The second I had this recent one, I don't know what happened to the Recon, but every time that I fire, I have at least 3 jams with it, with fresh darts. It shoots at incredibly low FPS. It's just garbage, the one that I have. The one that I had previously, like 8, 9, 10 years ago, wasn't horrible, but I like that one better. I think mine has just been through some wear and tear, I think is what it is, but no problem. See you later, Roger. But I think End Strike definitely legendary one, made just like with Dark Tag. Super Soakers, you really put in Super Soakers in here. Get that out of here. Star Wars is also F tier. Didn't really make great blasters. Transformers. No. Nerf Ultra. Nerf Ultra. Ultra might actually get an edge with B tier. There's some okay blasters in there. There's a lot of bad ones. I just think Ultra is just a very weird series. I don't think it needed to come out at all, really. But it did, and it's alright. I don't like proprietary series like these ones. The ones that really did it right were like Vortex and Rival did proprietary ammo really well. Ultra was like, you had to invest in these darts and stuff. I don't know. Vortex is also, dude, that's just legendary. Shooting some of those discs out, those were times. Vortex VTX. Unless you guys say otherwise, I'm gonna group that together. Worker. You actually added Worker in here, dude. Although as a blaster, for blasters, blasters are, some of them are actually really decent. They just have some okay ones. I love the kits and stuff of it. Incredible brand too, what they brought to the table. Worker, I think it's gonna be really hard to come by. Here now we get into the X Shot, and I'm not familiar so much with their sub-series. I wish they just grouped all X Shot together. I probably could have done this. Bug Attack was F, I think. Chaos. I think Chaos was actually fairly decent. Dino Attack, I don't know enough about. Excel, I think it's also up there. Insanity, dude. X Shot Insanity is crazy, dude. And X Shot skins. Here's the thing about X Shot skins. Yes, X Shot. I'm a sucker for X Shot Pro Long Shot, despite its history in that. I think that is actually a decent one. The rest of the skins that are not high power blaster are okay. You got at least the ones that I can name. You got the Flux. That's a great blaster. I praise that one all the time. The Menace, I don't like that one. The Dread was pretty awful. The Lock Blaster I've yet to try. The Grief, and I think the Dread or something like that. Those ones weren't really that great at all. Those are most of the skins in there. X Shot. So X Shot skins overall, I'll give it a B tier. With that one, still alright. Actually, I'll give it C. With that one, Zombie Strike. If we're talking the original Zombie Strike, A tier. Elite 2.0. I'm actually going to give it C, because there's some alright blasters in there. There's a lot of garbage blasters, but I don't think that it's that bad. We said AccuStrike B tier. I think I will agree with that with Brick on that one. Chat, hang on. We have barely anybody now in there. Why are we not on live chat? There we go. That is my tier list of all of the Nerf series right now. That's not all of them. We could talk about one of them that we could put in here. N series. N series, I think, so far from what I could tell, is a solid B. Maybe C. It's again another weird series, but it's on the higher end for performance. It's a bit weird, but it's pretty decent. So I probably would stick to putting it in B. I think there's a lot more that needs to come out of that series to put it in A or S. I don't have the image here for it. But yeah, that is my tier list of all of those these blaster series. That is going to be it for that. What happened to chat? There's literally no one. Let me go to, where's Discord? New mentions. Oh, okay. No other DNs with that one. Everybody in my chat has left, dude. Chat, we gotta figure out a good time to do. So I guess we will react to even more. I feel like dude reacted to some content actually this time. I changed the screen here. Oh shoot. Properties. Reload live chat participants. There's literally no one. Why do I feel like something else? Okay. Alright. We're gonna go into here. Go drink some water. Nerf content. Do we want to watch some review? Okay, watch some Daniel Glenn. Oof. Videos. Oh man. Oh man. Modulus long strike. Chat. Where are you? Hang on a sec. Let me go to Discord. Has left. I'm thinking about putting on face cam for this, but tell you what, we'll go ahead and do it. Video capture device. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. Bottom right corner. Go back, check it with chat, see if nobody else has joined back. Alright, Modulus long shot or long strike repainted. Can't really mess up this one too badly. We got a review to this, Mr. Gwen. Hope you like it. If you are watching this one, I'll try not to be too harsh on you. this one I will just be stating a lot of my opinions, and really if there's anything objectively wrong, I will unfortunately have to point that out. But we, despite reputation, I am going to basically give a clean slate to every person that I have reviewed, and we'll go from there. We'll react from there. Alright, long strike. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? So, back again with another Nerf review. So,
Okay.
I was pretty skeptical to order this one, but I did because I never had a long strike before. So, yeah, today it's gonna be the review of the Monsters long.
Honestly, if you're gonna get a long strike, probably this is the best one to do it with. Although, really, any one of them could be good for mod potential. So, but yeah, this one definitely really good.
It comes in this Amazon frustration-free packaging because the Monsters Long Strike is a Amazon exclusive classic. So, yeah, it comes in this standard cardboard box that we saw from Amazon.
I know now I'm gonna be nitpicky. I know I said welcome back out of ideas, by the way. Now I was gonna give everybody a clean slate here, try to go in here with neutral thoughts on this one, but now I'm back in nitpicky one. Nobody cares that it comes in a cardboard box. Just get to the unboxing. You're 31 seconds in.
For like
Yikes.
Probably like 7 years by now. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get the long strike out of this package and let's see what it's talking about. So, let's get to the unboxing.
That was a long intro. Hang on, I have to sing. Maybe not. Love that you use fat. Why are you using a kitchen knife? Why are you using a kitchen knife? What? Bro, do you not own a pocket knife? This is bothersome now. Dude, I am now, I don't know if I want to be disturbed on this or not. Bro has a kitchen knife. You literally ran over to the kitchen, grabbed a knife, said, I'm gonna unbox this with this thing. Get a box cutter or a pocket knife. I mean, is it effective? Maybe, but one, that's the first thing that you think of, and two, just it doesn't look good if you're using a kitchen knife to open something other than like something taped or. Oh my. I accidentally clicked next. Let me go back. Whoops. My bad, chat. I got a little too clicky. There we go.
Itself, the bolt handles, scope, front barrel, bipod.
Okay, so Daniel, I've been watching you, reacting to you for a little bit now. I wanted to say this, quite honestly, with these unboxing segments. This is also why I don't do unboxing segments anyway. It's not always necessary, really, on that, unless if you're a reviewer for Hasbro. I think they do make you do that, but whatevs, that's something different. But I get that you're trying to enunciate all of your words and clearly state every single word, like it comes with the barrel and the bipod, but I get that, but you really don't have to say it that slowly. It's just, it's almost annoying and just time consuming, if anything, but I get what you're trying to do, but it's not necessary. You can say the words clearly at a much faster pace, and you're gonna save much more time. How much is a pocket knife? Probably, if you get a cheapo depot one, probably like $8, maybe a little less. Or if you get, ow, if you get a more expensive one like mine, this was like 15 or 18. a box cutter I've literally gotten for like $1.50 before. That's just as effective. But yeah, these that's just a nitpick of this section.
Three
Really.
magazines, the stock, darts, instructions. All right, so after getting the modulus long strike out of its package and fully assembled, holy moly, this thing is freaking huge. It can barely even fit.
It is indeed huge. I guarantee I probably hit longer. I think that's about the length of like the Striker 2.0. Might actually be a little bit longer, but yeah.
But yeah, starting on the front, there is a barrel, and down here I have the bipod. But let's take a look at the barrel first. So we'll go ahead and take that off, and take the barrel off. And this is a end strike attachment point right here. So
Okay.
if you want to put a different barrel on, you totally can, or you want to put the long strike barrel on another blaster, you totally can. And the
Okay.
barrel that is included with the long strike, it's a very long barrel, and as you can see, it's pretty big, so it's not gonna.
It's not going to. I know I'm probably saying your sentence for you. It's not going to hinder performance with something that faux barrel like.
Negatively affect.
It's that I believe that is true. With it, especially with that large diameter, most things like a Recon Retaliator, those barrels have much narrower diameters in the barrel. So great job.
But since the barrel is very long, it can actually kind of like decrease your FPS a little bit. So yeah, and the barrel has two rails.
No worries, out of idea. That's okay.
Top and one on the bottom, which
out of ideas, if you want me to be brutally honest with you, I know that we try not to. If you're in my stream, I don't mind cursing too much on that one. I try not to do it myself really that much anymore because a lot of other people have been molding me into that. They don't like it when I do that, but in my stream, I really don't care that much with it. I'm trying not to form a habit of doing it because I actually curse a lot, honestly, and it's you guys that keep me in check a lot of the time. So no need to apologize for that.
And it also has a flip up sight here, so you can use this just in case you don't want to use a scope. But come on, who use sights with a sniper rifle? It's supposed to use a scope. Come on. But yeah, overall the barrel looks pretty cool, and it just attaches on.
So I wanted to note something here. Since you got it in 12 minutes is impressive on that, but the pacing of your voice is, I can talk a little bit faster than that. While I draw out my info, I don't speak so slowly. Honestly, I think if you try speaking a little bit faster, while yes, your thoughts might be a little bit less organized because you'll be going rapid fire, it might be more beneficial. I think I'm somewhere in between a little bit slow and a little bit fast as well. I think I blend both of those together in there. I know people that can talk really fast and they can get through a review that much. That's why I don't worry about time too much, because you made 2.5 minutes out of 12 already. So if I talked at that pace on this one, and especially with all the info I would put into a review, this would be like 20 minutes long.
Pretty easily, and can be.
But I don't, so.
Pretty easily. So yeah, and the bipod that comes with the modulus long strike is just like what it came with the rapid strike, instead just white, just to match the theme of the modulus series. And these can be spinned like 360, both of them. So
honestly, not necessary to go over, but okay for pointing that out.
They're also adjustable. If you press this little
that part is
button, you
necessary.
Extend it. So I think it's short. I think it's medium, and that is long.
Okay.
Yeah. So it only has about like two or three modes. So yeah, and that just attaches to the underneath pretty easily. I can even get it in those two lines. There you go. Boom. It plugs in pretty easily. And up top there is another tack rail right here, and there also is another rail back here, which it comes with the scope.
Okay.
This scope is not new. It's just painted new to match the theme of this. Like,
Right, I think they reused that scope in a whole lot of different things with it. But yeah, it is just
that's it.
repainted.
And it's a regular scope. It has some little aiming things in there, so you can aim with it. Scope does look pretty
Or at least pretend to aim. You're not going to hit anything with the standard stock Nerf blaster if you use the sights.
cool. It has been included in many other blasters in the past, so it's not new, but it's just painted, green and white and orange. So yeah, and as you can see, once you take that off, there's another attack rail. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of rails on this thing. So
I've seen more.
oh, there's one underneath on the barrel, one on top of the barrel, two on the blaster itself. Holy tactics, man! Put 3 scopes here, double the accuracy.
He definitely watched a Goop video with that out of idea. Here's the reason why he speaks so slow, I think. I think you see he's Vietnamese or I don't know if I could prove that, so I'm gonna call that a stereotype out of ideas, and maybe it could be true, but I don't know what to think of that comment. I'm pretty sure you're coming from somewhere actual, but I don't know. I'm on the fence on that comment. So used to talking slow. I don't know for sure though. The ones weren't not require to talk extremely slowly. I don't think so. I don't think that's true. Okay. Okay. Interesting to note. But yeah, okay.
But yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The sight on the barrel. Who wants to use those? I don't know. Like, I just don't like using that on a sniper rifle. Come on, you're gonna buy a sniper rifle, put the scope on, because it looks freaking awesome. So yeah, and up top there's an access door. So to get to that.
Also, again, impressive that you made it 12 minutes long, but you're also 4.5 minutes in, and you're still on the top of the blaster. Like, your intro and unboxing probably could have taken like maybe 1 minute in total, and then to cover from like here all the way down pretty much this entire thing, as long minus all the additional info that you might add, would probably take another like minute or two. So he's like 4.5 minutes in, and he hasn't gotten past like this main part of the blaster on that one. By now he should be talking about the stock or the priming handle, if you're normally going to pace it out.
You have to prime the blaster the back, and that allows you to open the access door to clear out any jams on it.
Dude, I hate that. I don't know if that's particularly true, but if it is, that you have to prime the blaster to on a bolt action blaster, that you have to prime it back to slide open the access door is wild. I get that on a top prime because it literally just blocks it, but that's wild.
Functions that you guys have, and that allows you to also take out the magazine. So it comes with 3 of these magazines. They're pretty much Raptor Strike mags. One side
okay.
White, and one side is clear. So yeah, but the mag insertion and taking it out is pretty smooth. I wish it would just drop free mag, but apparently it's not. So yeah.
Nerf aimed into that, bro.
And the bolt is on both sides. So, righties and lefties can use it.
Full ambi, bro.
Tactics.
You said that.
I messed that too. But yeah, the bolts are threaded on, so you can remove them for storage if you want. But if you remove these bolts for storage, I recommend not losing them, because if you lose the bolt, there's really no,
obviously,
no way to fire this blaster. So yeah, keep that in note. Close the access door. And
It is
obviously,
true.
when
You
you
have one myself.
prime this
Okay.
blaster with this primer back, you can prime it again. But the interesting thing about the modulus long strike is it has two different unjamming buttons. So one on the top is just to like, prime the blaster back, and just in case it gets jammy, you prime it back.
Right.
But there's also a little button here
The
on the
unjamming.
under, which is right there where I'm pointing. That is if you have like a bolt, if your bolt is stuck in like the middle where you can't, you have like a
I'm sorry about this, but just with the pacing of this, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
smooth. So yeah, this thing is bummer unless you mod it or something. But the stock also stored these two mags.
Oh, it's stock darts, like magazine storage, probably just as horrible as. I'd say it's probably a little bit better, but the Recon stock holder thingy, I hate that thing so much. You need so much force to rip that out of the blaster. I'm pretty sure I've covered that before. These ones aren't much better. They're a little bit better, but I still hate it.
In the bag.
There's also really no time that I'm gonna practically use that. I'm gonna have magazines on my gear.
Comes with 3 mags, and you have 1 in the blaster and 2 in the stock. They're not gonna come out when you shake them.
That's actually pretty good. Okay.
But if you do some serious hardcore parkour, you knock them around a lot, obviously they can fall off. But they come off pretty easily.
So I was praising you for having 12 minutes, but you're also 7 minutes in, and you're not even to a firing demo yet. So, minus points for you.
For your reloads, and when you're done, anything, you just throw them back up there. And this is in the N-Strike Endless series, which has been out for a very long time.
Wait, what? What? It's in the Nerf Modulus series. What? Hang on.
They come off pretty easily. For your reloads, and when you're done, anything, you just throw them back up there. And this is in the N-Strike Endless series, which has been out.
And strike what series? I'm about to fact check your ass. Let me go get my phone. Chat or out of ideas, what series did he say that was a part of? End strike what? I don't know what he said. I'm gonna go back because
It comes with 3 mags, and you have 1 in the blaster and 2 in the stock. They're not gonna come out when you shake them, But if you do some serious hardcore parkour, you knock them around a lot, obviously they can fall off. But they come off pretty easily. For your reloads, and when you're done, anything, you just throw them back up there. And this is in the N-Strike Endless series, which has been out.
Endless? Did he just say endless series? Bro, what are you talking about? I'm gonna look this up. Nerf and strike. Well, it's not endless. I have no idea what he just said, but bro, I'm pretty sure it's not even correct anyway. It's part of modulus. Like, dude, that was the weirdest thing that I ever heard. I thought it said endless was the only thing. I'm not gonna touch on it, but it's part of modulus. Like, bruh.
Out for a very long time, but it's just repainting the modulus theme.
So you might have been referring to like a older version of the long strike. So what? Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on.
And the grip is very comfortable. I love this grip.
Also, just the randomness of saying that statement at that time. Like, after you do the overview, you're probably gonna mention that, and I would have also liked an explanation as to what series you just said, but
Grip is
now I'm
one
a
of the
bit
best,
triggered.
So yeah, and there is not tack rails, sling out points. So there's one up here, and 2 on the back of the stock, just in case you want to run this.
I'm probably preemptively saying this, but why did you fold down the bipod? I hope you're gonna mention something like that.
If
Oh, okay.
so choose, but man, with the bipod down.
Wait, the bipod is actually stable. What?
I mean, this thing just looks amazing. And there is like a priming indicator back there. So when it's not prime, it's blank. But when you prime it, there's a little orange thing right there. So let you know that you're prime. It's very small, but since you're aiming down there, it's right on your face. So it's almost impossible not to see. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to a firing test with the Modulus Long Strike.
Yeah, you're more than 75% of the way through your video, and now you do a firing demo. I was about to praise you for keeping it within 12 minutes, which is still somewhat impressive by itself, but you also spent 8 minutes doing an entire overview. So, yikes. I've had my mistakes, but definitely not that. I'm just as confused as you are. I am very confused as well.
First, starting off with normal firing.
What do you mean normal firing? Also, that blaster doesn't have slam fire. What do you mean by normal firing? Just tell me what darts you're using, maybe what mags, and just fire. If it has slam fire, you're gonna shoot a little bit faster. Tell me that when that comes up. Don't just say normal firing. Bro, you have that big of a target, and I could tell from here with poor lighting over here that you just missed like 3 out of 4 shots.
And now a little bit faster.
So that's what I meant by normal firing. You should have just started firing. Yo, that was a weird jump, okay. Somehow you're more accurate. Maybe you actually hit the target each time on that one, but you're obviously closer to it, so even with this camera angle, that is unfair. No wonder you're hitting all your shots. Did you just dry fire? Like, I get that you could do that occasionally, like I do that because I forget how many ammo, but you're literally shooting 6-round mags. If you have to, I don't mind. I do this all the time. Take out the magazine and look at how many I have and quickly reinsert it. But don't full on dry fire. Even I try not to do that. That's mainly why I'm complaining about it, because I do that sometimes and I know how annoying that can be. But you just randomly dry fired there. Oh my god. It has an AR. It's not that bad. Coop does it more than we do. Huh. Right, I thought just because it has an AR doesn't mean that you won't damage the blaster dry firing it. Am I wrong about that? I thought that was still the case.
See, that was the firing test of the Nerf Modulus Long Strike. So overall, the Long Strike is probably one of my favorite looking sniper rifle out there. It just has a sleek rear end, and it just looks really awesome. I mean, the way this thing looks.
Love how it's like a quarter of the way out of frame here, but what else?
They're just very intimidating, and since they reborn the Long Strike,
since they rebirth is actually the correct English word. Don't say reborn. Reborn is sort of past tense on that. It's just not the correct word to use there. If you said the Modulus was reborn, that would be grammatically correct. But just said since they rebirthed the Modulus, that would be grammatically correct. Sorry, but I'm a sucker when it comes to grammatical English. Just a nitpick. not affecting the quality of your video. Just it's a pet peeve of mine.
I was always tempted to get it because this thing is pretty pricey. It's an Amazon exclusive, but it's a pretty pricey blaster. But
You want to bet that I can find it on eBay? You want to bet Amazon exclusive, a modulus blaster, Amazon exclusive? That has gotta be capped, dude. I'm about to check eBay. Let's let this
I think
video
it's
play.
worth it. Yeah, if you're a sniper guy, which I technically am. I'm more of like not like a casual nerfer. I'm not really a sniper status, but I actually approve the long strike to be my favorite.
Actually owned, damn, it actually is expensive on eBay. $40, dude. Dude, the Tri-Strike blaster with everything attached, somebody's selling for $20. But the long shot, even the original long shot, somebody said $35. Oh my word. But no, I don't think it's an Amazon exclusive. That's cap.
Favorite sniper rifle. So yeah,
It's
'cause I was
just
pretty tempted to get.
the problem is that it's faded out of like stores, so it mainly goes on to Amazon. But I believe this blaster is even that old that it's starting to fade from Amazon a little bit. So best bet is either thrift it or buy it off of like eBay or whatever that other site that Break tries to get me to do.
Get this one because I was like, man, I don't think it's gonna be that good, but you know,
In terms of
And,
retail brand new stuff,
you
it
can't
is an
judge something before
exclusive.
you get it. So
Just say that it's not like currently available on the market besides like Amazon or third party sites. Don't say that it's Amazon exclusive. Amazon exclusive means that it's only on Amazon and that's the only place you can get it. I like the only place, like a lot of them you can, of course you can get pretty much anything off of eBay, but saying Amazon exclusive, because this was once in stores is what I mean. This was once in stores. I hope that I'm not getting my facts wrong. Everything that I've seen, was released in stores. If it was released on Amazon only, that is an Amazon exclusive. Like the Strife X was an was a Amazon exclusive. Yes, you can get some on third-party sites, but it's not like on store shelves or something. This one was. That's what I mean. That's what Amazon exclusive means. It was not released in stores? Huh. Okay. I have been fact-checked wrong. Okay. My bad then. I take back those statements.
overall, I mean, this thing looks pretty dang awesome. I mean, it has a bipod, so you can literally stand the blaster, so you can look down your scope and look like a passive sniper. So yeah, it looks pretty cool, and I like that the bipod is 360. A little funny story while I was ordering the blaster.
Alright, at this particular point, if you're gonna do that, I honestly don't care about that. Could have been a little bit better reviewed. That wasn't horrible at all, actually. But there was so many things that could have been better. It was literally just definition of boring is what it is. And why I like going through these is just really seeing, is there a lot of credibility to a certain person? Like, what makes them unique to that one? Fixed version. Ooh. You know what? I have recorded the Nerf rival Mirage. I think I'm going to listen to this one. A little bit of spoilers because my info. Ooh. Aeon Pro. We're gonna listen to the Aeon Pro. We're gonna do Aeon Pro. No, go away, Google. I meant to pull back up YouTube. Adventure Force Aeon Pro X. I just did a review on this one, so info should be fresh in my mind. Why does that music just sound loud? Is it just me? Half volume too. This guy has to learn how to audio edit, dude. That is way too loud.
Yo, what is going on YouTube?
Also, nitpicking on your intro here. One, your intro is freaking 21 seconds long. About 20 seconds long. That's a huge intro. Granted, one on my gaming channel is almost the same, but still, that's a huge intro. Also, your music literally cut before the drop. There's one thing as a musician myself that I don't, that's a pet peeve of mine, is whenever you stop a song right before the drop, whether it's an intro or you're actually performing it, if you stop it before the drop, I'm like, bro. Just a nitpick that bothered me. Doesn't really affect the quality of the video, but it just bothers me. If you want to learn something about me as a person, you just did.
I promised the Aeon Pro X was gonna be here. It was supposed to be here tomorrow, but Walmart decided to ship it a day early, so I really appreciate Walmart for that. But I usually...
Am I the only one that actually gets their butt up and actually goes to Walmart and buys stuff instead of just ordering it online? I might be the only one. Let me hear some R's for respect the grind in chat.
You guys would know from my last time, the Nexus Pro X.
Yo, why are you holding it by the magazine? That is, oh god, that is, dude, that is the worst thing that you could do. I hate when people do that. They hold it by the freaking magazine. Because sometimes you never know. There could be an issue with that, and you just pull the magazine right out, and then boom, your blaster either hits the floor or hits the table. You could break it. Don't ever grab it by the magazine. What are you doing here? I get that you want it all in frame and not covering, but holy cow. Also, you have it, like, scoot this over just a little bit. Why is the stock hanging off here? One good bump and it goes down. Oh, he hasn't even talked that much yet, and I'm bothered.
Seems like you guys really enjoyed that review. So today, I'm back.
I'm sorry. Sorry, that's a meme moment right there.
The Nexus Pro X, seems like you guys really enjoyed that review. So today, I'm back at it again with the Aeon Pro X. Hated the original one, but hopefully this one's gonna be better. Seems to have a stock attachment point, some tack
Wasn't
rail.
the original Aeon Pro actually fairly decent though? Wasn't the original Aeon Pro fairly decent though?
It was only compatible with half-length darts now, no more full length. And it has an accuracy boost, a threaded scar barrel. So, yeah, without further ado, let's crack this guy open. That's our Slamfire 2, which I forgot to mention in the Aeon Pro X review, which I'm a little bit upset about. But anyway, let's get this guy open. Magic time. Alright, so what's included inside the package is the blaster itself, the...
Hang on a second, I'm sending something to... Oh my, okay, I had to send that to someone.
12 round purple magazine. Same thing as the Nexus Pro Mag, but it's just purple.
Right. 15
Safety
round.
eyewear, never gonna use.
I probably am because it's the only safety eyewear I have. But yeah.
12 half-length darts, front sight, and the scar barrel. So let's put on the scar barrel first. So just kind of just friction.
Out of ideas. Were you here when I freaked out over the moment? Let me go back here. You want to know the trigger moment that just happened? This dude literally grabs the blaster
Seems
by
like you guys really.
the dude literally grabs the blaster by the magazine. Watch this.
I promised the Aeon Pro X was gonna be here. It was supposed to be here tomorrow, but Walmart decided to ship it a day early, so I really appreciate Walmart for
Watch
that.
this.
But as you guys would know from my last time,
Why would you do that? Why? Okay, let's get back into this.
so just kind of just friction fit in there. It's just purple. Safety eyewear, never gonna use. 12 half-length darts, front sight, and the scar barrel. So
Okay.
let's put on the scar barrel first. So just kind of just friction fit in.
Is it actually a scar barrel? I thought it was called a P car. I could be mistaken. I'm still trying to figure out the difference between like P car and B car and like scar barrel. Is it actually just a scar barrel or is it a P car? Because if it's not a P car, then I've been saying it wrong in my reviews myself. I'm like, oof.
In there. There you go, but it can be removed. Front sight goes in on the top tap rail, ventral force rail. Like you can get this thing in.
Oh yeah, that sight's hard to put on there, dude.
Come on, bruh. Sure, you're supposed to go in.
Dude, I hate that so much. It's so tight on there. Like I'm probably not gonna remove it on there because it's just
struggle
so
putting
good.
just a goddamn. God dang. There you go. Finally got it in. But all right. So starting up with the front of this blaster, it does have a original scar barrel. It also comes on the Nexus Pro X2. But from Welcome S7's review so far, with the B car barrel, it performs better on the Aeon Pro X than using the original scar barrel. So I think that's pretty cool to mention out.
Okay.
And the magazine, taking it out, putting it back in is pretty easy. You know, no use for having to prime back and take the mag out anymore.
Which I do like.
Or
That's
just
a good one.
on the previous Aeon Pro and the Nexus Pro, so I really appreciate that. But just like on the Nexus Pro X, this thing has two ways to take out the mag. So one, you can just use the original flap, or two, you can use this and push it back to take out the mag, and it's also a drop-free mag. It only came with one mag. Why should
I bought other high power blasters and I also bought some worker mags, so I have multiple mags, yay.
NF came with two, like in the Nexus Pro X, but
Good comment though. I do wish that all of these, every blaster honestly should come with at least 2 mags. Because you're always going to want to reload on that. You're not going to want to sit there and reload mags. Should always come with 2. I personally,
you know what I'm
I
saying? That's pretty cool. And let's prime this thing back and see how smooth it is. Whoa.
Before he says his thing, I'm gonna interject on this one. I think that the prime is actually pretty smooth, but it's just a wicked hard prime. It's a wicked hard prime. I struggled priming this thing, but it's a pretty smooth prime once you actually get it to it. But it's just there's a very powerful spring in there.
That is very smooth. And for the sake of it, wow, that's a very loud dry firing sound. So, and
Bro, why would you intentionally dry fire just to hear how the dry fire sounds? What? The only reason why I ever dry fire in my videos are of the following. One, I've primed back the blaster in there and I don't cut like before when I hit the trigger. I just keep that in. Unfortunately, it's just like half a second with it. or I'm actually, there might be some time if I need to point out something about it, maybe, or it's in the firing demo and I accidentally like dry fired on that. So there's really no reason why you should actually be trying to dry fire though, unless you're actually trying to test it with like either a priming mechanic or something with that, like you're trying to hear if something broke or something.
Speaking of dry fire,
But you shouldn't go out and be like, hey, I'm gonna dry fire this blaster for no reason. Don't do that.
you know, it has a metal tube inside, a metal barrel inside, and I really like the way the Aeon Pro X looks. And now you have a Nerf N-Strike stock attachment point, so you can attach a stock on here and make this prime a little bit more easier. But the priming on this is way easier, and the way the handle is a lot more bigger than the original Aeon Pro, which I do like a lot. And safety, pretty much the same on the Nexus Pro X. So push on the left, you can pull the trigger, and on the right hand side, it's on safe, can't pull the trigger. But from my perspective, that trigger pull is a little bit more difficult to pull compared to the Nexus Pro X.
Okay.
So yeah, the grip pretty much same as the Nexus Pro X. They're both very comfortable. And the sights, how it works is you attach your front sight to the rail, and there are two bladed sights back here on the priming handle, letting you know that, you know, you can aim with this blaster. Even though I barely aim with the Aeon Pro, but anyways, I might aim with this thing since it's accurate enough. Comes with the same
Yeah, you might
half-lane
be able to actually aim with it. It could be accurate.
The original Nexus Pro and Aeon Pro. Also comes with an extra D-ring just in case of your snap, so I really appreciate that. I will be storing both of them in the Nexus Pro X's stock. If you guys see my last review, that was pretty cool. And the Aeon Pro X is actually painted on both sides, and these are actually panels. They're actually not painted onto the blaster, which is pretty cool. You can feel them and all that stuff.
It is still flimsy plastic, by the way. If you squish right up where you can see the metal barrel part, that place is very squishy. So, yikes. Dart zone.
There are a lot of tactics on this one. So, one tack rail on the bottom, two on each side, and one on the top. Even though the Nexus Pro has the same too.
Did you just say there's two on the bottom?
But
am I tripping?
There are a lot of tactics on this one. So one tack rail on the bottom, two on each side, and one on the top. Even though the Nexus Pro has the same too. But the Nexus Pro X is, still excites me more than this one. This one, I mean, it could be better than the original Aeon Pro, which pretty much is. You have more feet per second. You have a stronger spring, smoother prime. You have a stock attachment point. Now it's only compatible with half-length mags, but I'm really digging this purple mag. I mean, the orange one was pretty cool, but I'm digging this purple one. It goes very well with the blasters. So, yeah, overall it looks pretty cool. Question is it perform good? So, speaking of firing tests, we're gonna load up this mag. Well, I am, and we're gonna get to the firing test and see how this guy performs. So. Yeah, let's get to the firing test. Alright, so now we're at the firing test of the Aeon Pro X. I have 12 of the half-lane darts that comes with it loaded in, purple mag, and I also have the B-car barrel in my pocket, but our first try out with the...
Where did you randomly get the B-car barrel? Unless if it was from the Nexus Pro X. I might have missed that part, but you just randomly have a B-car barrel now. Okay.
The original one, so take it off safety.
Wait, did you just say that you got the B-car for the original Aeon Pro? What? Okay.
Wow, that prime is smooth. Okay. Try slam fire. Alright, I'm gonna save some rounds. Try with the B-car barrel, the B-car now. Wow, this one's a little bit harder to take off. It is really in there.
You probably just jammed it in there. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Isn't it? Now, with the B-car barrel.
Chat, where
should
do
be
we
more
go?
accurate.
No.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay.
I might as well slam fire the last rounds. I'm gonna do it like this. All right, so clear the mag, no problem. No jams or malfunction. Firing test, solid.
Awesome.
All right, so as you guys can see, that was the firing test of the Aeon Pro X. And overall, it fires pretty good. No jams or malfunction or anything. Performed just fine with the original barrel and the B-car barrel. Now, feet per second. I don't mention this often because I really don't have a chronograph.
I totally get that. In that case, just look it up from videos and stuff. But definitely, if you're gonna be a reviewer, invest in a
But
chronograph.
from Wacom S7's review, it's hitting 150 with the original SCAR barrel and 200 feet per second with the B-car barrel. No, actually, some 200. He got it up to 200 once, but the actual range is about 175. So you're getting a little bit of a boost from the original SCAR barrel, but it's not like a too big difference. But if you want like you know, a big gap in performance, or like, you know, you want to boost your performance, use the B-car barrel. So
Okay.
yeah, overall, the Aeon Pro X actually surprises me. I totally hated the original Aeon Pro. I will do a comparison on the Aeon Pro X versus the original. It's pretty awesome. And this thing kind of has a flare Magwell, but I wouldn't say full.
Why are you doing a blaster overview 8 minutes in, like after the firing demo? Just wrap up your thoughts on this and then just end the video. Like, what? You're technically still doing a blaster overview. We're talking about flared Magwell 8 minutes 47 seconds in.
Fully. So you would have to.
I mean, I probably should be talking. I have like 37-second watch time hours, but still, like,
focus
come on.
to reload this one. So that's something to mention. So yeah.
Actually, it really doesn't. It's pretty streamlined in there. If you just practice reloads with the blaster, you'll probably be able to get it. There's been many times I just sat for like an hour or two and just reloaded the same blaster over and over to build muscle memory. I did it with the Striker 2.0, and this one I can do too. Basically, the goal as to can you get the blaster reloaded smoothly in time and in the right spot consistently every time is you want to be able to practice inserting a magazine enough to where you can do it without looking or with your eyes closed. That is the ultimate goal. That is like the perfect magazine insertion. That chat. No chat, where do we go?
Has a stock attachment point, which I really do like. I mean, once you put a stock on, it should be even more easier to prime. But without the stock, it's already easier to prime. So no more stiff prime like on the original Aeon Pro. So I really do appreciate Dart Zone for doing that. So overall, the Aeon Pro X, I mean, standing at $25, I mean, you get what you're paying for. I just wish it came with.
Oh, 3 hours ago.
The
Okay.
B-car barrel and an extra mag and more darts actually. So yeah, I mean they're $10 for 100 darts. So you know, you get what you pay for, right? Sometimes you pay too much for what you get. So
Did this, in what regards, I might have spaced out on that one, but please don't tell me you're talking about the Aeon Pro. You actually get decent value for what you paid for. Maybe not top of the line, but this is still a really solid blaster. I like this one a lot.
yeah, but overall, the Aeon Pro X actually surprises me. Way better than the original Aeon Pro, obviously. But I will do a comparison test soon if I can even find an Aeon Pro. Probably go with everything because I don't.
At this particular rate, it's better to compare an Aeon Pro to probably your Nexus Pro X that you're right here too. Stop comparing a short dart blaster to something that was a short and long dart compared blaster. That's almost, actually, was the original Aeon Pro might have been just short dart. Never mind, but
I don't really want to spend $20 on a new one. So yeah, overall, Aeon Pro X, super solid. Nothing but zonk, just like in the anyways. Comes with some.
that's to me was right where you finished the video. Now you're just rambling on. So, alright, that was not another not horrible review, but could have been way better. On that one, like, you need to work on your spacing, sir. I know this for myself because I've had these issues before. Right, I've had these issues before, and I've nailed it back down. So Nerf rival Mirage. Hang on a sec, let me check back in with chat. There's no chat to check back in with. Yo. Never mind, we're streaming to nobody, my favorite part. Oh, how did... I kind of meant that sarcastically. Sorry, out of ideas, why does it like pop you in and out all the time? I'm just curious as to all the time. I didn't mean to attack you with that statement. It was just, you know. I just go over here, I hit participants, and I don't see anybody. Does it normally like fade you in and out? 'Cause that's just strange sometimes. Alright. We're gonna keep on watching this guy for a little bit more. Where was it? Mirage.
What up, dude bros? Change camera angles using my phone. But today, we're gonna get to the unboxing and review of the Nerf Rival Mirage. So, let's get to the unboxing.
Dude, that was the shortest intro that you've actually done. Props to you, sir. Props. Getting out those pesky balls. Oh,
So
the
what's
instructions
included
here.
inside is the blaster itself, an 8-round magazine, balls, and instructions.
Out of ideas, I'm gonna bring back your earlier statement about his speaking in that one. That was actually well paced. You still stand by your statement, sir?
Alright, so
By that one. Give me one sec. Sorry, Dad did something I don't think needed to be on camera, but
let's take a look at the Nerf Rival Mirage. So starting up at the front, there is no in-strike barrel lug, but they decided to put a fake looking barrel thingy-majig that doesn't work.
yeah, I failed to like do research on the blaster when I first reviewed this, and that caught me off guard whenever I did it, but I could tell it was not a full end strike attachment thing, because one, that's not what Rival does, and it didn't have a component that allows a snap-on for the barrel attachment, so that's just weird.
With Nerf attachments, come on, man. But anyways, overall, I mean, it looks pretty cool. Stock is just, I feel like I'm a 2-year-old running.
If I caught what I just caught what I did on camera, I'm sorry, but
Running around with this, if I wouldn't use a stock, so I wouldn't use it at all. So the Nerf Rival Mirage is trying to be a SMG, because I wouldn't
it's trying to be, but it fails at it.
call this.
Spoiler for my review coming up, but yeah, I touch on a lot of these points
Pistol
as well.
because it's way too big to even be close to being a pistol. So I would call this a spring power SMG.
I guess I'll go into what my statement said. It's basically in between a pistol and an SMG, almost like a Mac 10 type of thing, like a machine pistol thing. It's too small to be like a full SMG because the stock is just not right, and it just doesn't feel right hip firing. But it's not a pistol either. It's weird, like almost Uzi, Mac 10 type of feel with it. If they made this stock just slightly bigger with the same design, it might have been a full SMG. But
because it looks nothing like a pistol. It looks like a Chronos with a stock, and instead of top fed, it's magazine fed. Well, you can load 2 ways too, but it doesn't work pretty well. So yeah, overall, I mean, it looks pretty promising so far. I mean, I haven't fire tested yet, but I will get to the fire test soon. And this new angle should be
I didn't mean to
better
do that on
than,
camera.
using
Dang nabbit.
stop GoPro. So yeah, overall, I think this might be a sling mount up here, but it's also built.
Yeah, I don't know what this little piece of plastic is, to be absolutely honest with you. It looks like a weird sight, like sling mount thingamabobber. I don't know what Nerf is doing with that one.
Into a sight, so the sighting system isn't really good.
It's really not. That's the most obscure sight I've ever seen,
You
dude.
guys can look through there. Yeah, it's not really the best sight picture ever, but
If you're using sights all the time on Nerf blasters, like, bro, yikes.
it's good that it's there for reason.
Also, I just wanted to talk about the background. Bro has hella ramen noodles, dude. And I'm about to snatch some of that.
And you have to prime the blaster back to load it. And I already got some rounds loaded up in here. And I hate the spring in the magazine because just like in the Challenger, every time you take your magazine out of your blaster, it will pop out a rival round, which is kind of annoying because since it's pegged right here.
That is not true. I've gotten it smooth. I've gotten out the mag smoothly. I don't think that that's a true statement.
Well, so yeah, it kind of sucks.
At least in my.
Overall, it's cool. So yeah, overall, I mean, look at this thing. It's super cheap. I mean, over here, since it's hollow, I can literally squeeze the grip, and you guys can hear that sound. Yeah.
I didn't think to test the plastic quality.
Yeah, that is not very promising, but magazine insertion and taking it out is pretty smooth. Giggity. But yeah, overall.
Random giggity saying, but okay.
It's pretty cool. And on the back, there's a priming indicator. So I'm going to take out the mag right now. Make sure there's no wraps in there before I prime it. So on the unprimed indicator, it's blank, obviously. But when you prime the blaster, it pops out orange. Like,
am I the only one that when priming this blaster that I can't just do the prime back and forward? I basically have to like prime this way and like shove it back. With that one, it takes me like an extra shot. I did that with the Chronos too. I could just not be used to that hard of a spring with the top prime. That could be it, but it just felt weird. I basically pulled it all the way back and then had to shove it a little bit a couple times.
and you know that you prime. And the priming indicator on this is way more easier to read than most of the rival blasters. Some of them, they just hit it where you can't see it. And President only on the left hand side, not on the right hand side, is the unjamming button. So once you prime this blaster, you're not able to prime it again. Pushing this button down allows you to, Jesus Christ,
That's what I was thinking.
allows you to override that lock and clear.
And it can also allow you to shoot two at once. Although with mine, I put the blaster in great distress doing that. Like, I almost broke my blaster doing that, but it does do it.
There are any jams malfunctions that you guys would have. And you can actually load through this port too, but since this magazine goes in sideways, make sure it's cleared. But let me put in this magazine to show you guys. So yeah, overall, like anything as a mag, it makes it difficult to load because when you're loading your rounds, then it goes straight down instead of going up, which is kind of annoying.
Right.
So yeah, overall, I think that's a pretty giggity.
Bro, randomly saying giggity, but here's the thing about the loading port. Like when you drop it in straight, you might, because the mag is sort of at an angle a little bit, you could be sitting the round like right in between the barrel and the magazine, so you might not even be loading anything at once, and that can also cause a double fire as well. So if you load through this breach system, you have to be very careful.
Very annoying design, so yeah. And overall, I don't know if my safety is broken or whatever, but it's not really working so well, actually. I have no idea why, but
Bro, that looked like a broken safety
sure how
to
that
me.
safety works, but don't really care about it. So yeah, overall, I mean, the Rival Mirage, it's trying to be a SMG up to this point. And you do have some tack rails, one up top here, two on each side.
Very tactical
So
blaster.
one on this
Agreed.
side and also one on the other side. A rail at the bottom and
No problem.
one on the back of the blaster.
I will no longer question if you are here or not. But
I don't know what you guys want to put there, but I mean, you can put something there, but rep or sling out wherever you want to call it. See how the Nerf Rival Mirage performs. So let's get to the fire test.
whoa, we're not even 1 second in. Your music is way too loud, dude. Like, I don't know what you use to stitch this stuff together, but please, like, actually learn how to stitch it together with the audio, and you put the music in. Most programs, at least the one that I use, because I use MOAR, but you can like click on the little thing and you can drag down to like lower the volume. Like, for the love of God, like lower the volume on your music. Now it might have, the music might have lowered. It might have been that start, but whatevs. Wait, did the Mirage actually have Slamfire? What? Because whenever I did it, it didn't do Slamfire for me. Unless if I'm doing it wrong, I mean, I hold down the trigger and then once it reaches this one, but I might have gotten caught up with the wacko prime that it just didn't do Slamfire for me. I don't know why. I honestly, okay, so apparently it does have Slamfire. That looks like a horrible Slamfire though, too. If it wasn't so loud right now for my building, if the dry fire wasn't so loud, I would test this the Slamfire for this blaster right here right now on stream, but I don't want to do that at this hour.
Alright, so as you guys can see, that was the firing test of the Nerf Rival Mirage-ish thingy looking blaster. And when I was reading the instructions, I thought there was a safety, but there is actually not.
There is indeed a safety. What? You know what? I'm breaking out my Mirage. Give me 1 sec. So chat, this thing on the right hand side here is a safety. I can't pull the trigger. I undo that. I can squeeze the trigger. What do you mean there's no safety? That is literally a safety lock or trigger lock. But I don't know what you have, Mr. Daniel, but it certainly does have a safety. What the heck is that, dude? That was... It might not have... I think that it even says so in the instructions. Give me 1 second. I'm about to fact check this guy. This is where I keep all of my instruction manuals. I need to find the rival Mirage. There it is. Trigger, magazine, release, breach, site. Trigger lock, chat. It's right there. It's literally right there. Bro. Bro, what is this? Chat, I just literally proved this guy wrong. It literally says in the instructions that there is a trigger lock. Maybe not of this picture, but like, open it up. Right there. Even unlock the triggers. Step 2 of the firing process. It literally says trigger lock. What? What a dingus.
Or like a trigger lock? Well, I have no idea how to work the safety, but...
Alright, I'm gonna do this one more time. How do you work the safety? Push it forward. Pull it back, and now it's unlocked. For the love of Pete, what do you mean you don't know how to work the safety? You're probably used to those push-in ones from all the Pro Blasters you're reviewing, but that's literally, like, dude, how do you not know? It even shows lock and unlock right there on the blaster. Alright, let's continue this video.
It is a weird looking safety. I have no idea what it is, but I don't really know. But yeah, overall, the Nerf rival Mirage.
Chat, I'm triggered.
I mean, grip is comfortable, magazine release is not, and it has that stupid release on where this catch right here is not good. Every time you take your magazine out or loaded magazine out of this blaster, it drops out. And honestly,
that's fine, because that usually leads to quick reloads. What you could have also mentioned was the magazine release, which for me, it's all the way over here where my thumb barely does it. I have to break my grip and strike it with my middle finger here to take out the magazine. It's a horrible, I think that it's a horrible placement of a magazine release. They could have done something much better with it, but no, they chose to do that. I don't care that it drops out. That's actually beneficial in some cases. So, Mr. Gwen, that's 2 big marks on you for on this video that I just literally proved wrong. Like at this point, like there's some errors that I can live with on some of these. Those 2 are the 2 biggest ones that I can't forgive right now on that one. I won't let that slide. Mag dropping, well, it can be annoyed, actually has benefits, and dude, you literally could not figure out how to activate that safety for the love. That one I'm more, I'd say you lose all credibility there.
It kind
with
of
that one.
jammed up on me on the firing test, as you can see from the firing test. So that's pretty good. The thing is, you don't have to prime the blaster back to take out the mag. And then since this thing is pointing straight up, it makes it pretty difficult for you to load. So, like bummer. And the stock is not even considered a stock. I mean,
That is true.
you're holding a baby blaster, you're running around like I'm a baby. No, do not use a stock. You will look goofy, all right? And the priming handle is just weird. I mean, it's just placed in a weird position. I mean, it's smooth, but it did lock up on me on Slamfire a little bit there. So
It didn't work at all for me on Slamfire, so props to you for actually getting it to work.
that's a little bit to mention. So overall, I mean, it's good, but come on, Nerf, what are you doing? And no Ambidextrous magazine release. Come on, Nerf. And a useless two-way.
Alright, chat. Out of ideas is still here, so awesome. Chat, we gotta figure out times for me to stream, because it just seems like that I have the worst timing for streams with it. Like, if you actually look at the analytics of these streams kind of fail a little bit, just with view duration. Yep. I'm not blaming it all. It might just be me. I need to stream earlier, maybe, but I feel like you guys also want me to stream way later, and I can't do that either. Okay. Here's what we are going to do. It's only 9:47. I thought it was longer than that. We're gonna find one more of these videos, and I may be done with stream for now, because quite honestly, I'm very tired. We'll come back to some of this content another time, unless if I don't find anything good. I keep looking. I think, Chad, I think I'm going to end it here for the night. Thank you all to who all joined. You guys are real ones, and I will see you guys the next time. A lot of you that joined are part of the Discord, so let me know in the Discord when is the best time for you guys to stream, because I feel like I don't stream at the best times for you. So let me know that, and I will see you guys in the next one.